Anyways, let's get back into the game. Where were we? Here. Oh, right. Oh. I'm sorry, okay? This is the bad guy. I swear this is the bad guy, okay? I don't think we get to romance this guy. Alright, anyways, let me get started. And so, our mortal slaves retire to their flimsy shelters. Sink into your dreams, feeble beings. Let this be your last taste of tranquility before the unholy trial. Fathers know you'll never experience another peaceful night in your lives. Oh shit. Really? I don't think it's gonna be a trial for our benefit. Ooh, day 2. My hands graze the old thorny floor of the foreign home we've slept in. Sunshine is entering the room, specks of dust sparkling before my eyes. Yet serene as it may be, this place is not where I wish to awaken. Vita is sitting on the edge of the bed, watching me from above. Good morning, sleepyhead. This house isn't so bad after all. Still, I can't help but feel we are wasting time resting when we should be getting out of this town. I'll go out and check in if the others found anything. She skips out of the room. She was already dressed and ready to go. She might have woken up well before me. And if you were just tuning in now, no, nothing happened between these two. Seriously. There isn't much to do in this old house except leave. The day looks pretty bright, despite the grim surroundings. My thoughts are interrupted by the sight of a man. He's leaning casually against the old cart, his ebony hair cascading down. His disinterest in the cart's contents is evident. Instead, his gaze appears fixed upon the house I emerged from. Good morning, Rislin. Oh boy. Oh boy. No, I don't want to blush. I really don't want to blush for Ron, but... you're not with Leona? No, she's already set out to accomplish something for the day. I came here to wait for you. I hope you don't mind that I left you alone yesterday. You have such a charming presence. I can't conceive of someone wishing you harm. Well, it's alright. It's not your duty to watch over me. Well, in any case, I've survived. I figured it was fine. Talking to smugglers won't hurt you, but Sir Leona doesn't quite understand. So I had to watch over her. The latest thing is, she went to examine the chasm by the campfire. We can check how she's doing if you wish. Or not. Today is brighter than yesterday, so let's take a walk and see if we can find anything. He offers me his hand. He's never done anything of the sort before. How am I supposed to respond? Pretend I don't see his hand and walk beside him, take his hand. I think taking his hand... Look, I'm going for the scumbag, so I think I'm just gonna quietly push Ron away. Quietly. Hey, Matt Newey. I'm coming to watch more of a train wreck. I sense a fleeting shadow of disappointment in Ron's eyes as his outstretched hand remains untouched by mine. Yet he swiftly adapts, his expression one of unaffected composure. Where do you want to go first? Well, see if there's something hidden in the house. Let's explore the buildings close to the wall. I don't want to go to the graveyard again. I don't. Let's check if there's something hidden in the houses. There are a few houses in this town with jammed doors and windows. You could probably break down those doors, but the abandoned homes don't look special in any way. A few other buildings are so damaged that you can see the inside from the street. They're full of rotten, decaying objects destroyed by the weather. One house with sturdy walls has an entrance door that opens easily. Has someone been using it? Upon entering, the space reveals itself as either a vacant storage area or a classroom. It's difficult difficult to say. Conceivably, it might have even functioned as a tavern in its past. I can envision a menu scribbled in chalk on the green board. The furniture is pretty much intact, but the space feels strangely empty. When someone crawls out from behind the counter, I realize this place is not empty of people. Lucky me, it's the half-trained guard and our faithful puppy. Whew. For a moment there, I was afraid I was the half-trained guard. Don't make fun of me. I am not a guard. Do you think being a puppy is more dignified? And here we have a half-trained Kaiser. Well, it's actually a fully trained Kaiser, which is honestly a disaster. I don't know. You think being a puppy? I don't know. Maybe this one. I have no idea which of the it was meant in a bad way. It wasn't meant. Wait. It was meant in a bad way. I hadn't noticed. Is this place a food storage shed? Except, of course, someone ate everything. That's not what I thought. Doesn't it strike you as a library? A very clean one. Not a single piece of parchment left. Well, doesn't that make it not a library? Even if we were to bring some books over, it still doesn't feel that way to me. Maybe because you've never been to one. What if it's a storehouse of everyone's dreams? Everyone sees what they most yearn for. Rislin, what would you like to see on these tables? Weapons, cakes, Demonhearts, fresh clothes would be nice. Books. I'm not gonna lie, fresh clothes. Definitely fresh clothes. Yeah, we can wash ours in the river, but what are we going to wear in the meantime? If that's your biggest concern, man, I wish I was you. Anyway, what were you doing in this empty building, Kaiser? I searched for evidence of a visitor, but found none. Well, except for the old bard. This is where he spent the night. He left that bag hung on the wall. Nothing of interest inside. Shouldn't have opened his bag. Why'd he leave it here? The house doesn't belong to him, so his little sack became public property. So, anyone who leaves their belongings behind at the Great Library won't be seeing them again? Hey, I don't need anyone's dirty coats. My family used to live in the slums. In that neighborhood, many residents store their items outside. I'm aware of those circumstances. Did you used to live there too? Yeah, about a lifetime ago. I was just a child when we moved, and memories of that time are hazy at best. But I did end up patrolling those same streets many years later. Which brings me to a question I haven't been able to keep off my mind. Did you have a brother? How did you know? You look very similar. Really? I barely remember him, but I loved him a lot. Kaiser, how did you know Cyril? Well, a group of us kids from the streets used to play together, I guess. I actually met you too, as Cyril's little brother. Of course, you weren't able to tell your head from your butt back then. Oh, you're shaking your fist at me, BB-10? Okay. Look, there's nothing lewd happening, BB-10, nothing. We're just talking about childhood friends, see? It's all nice and wholesome. After the incident, many families became paranoid. Everyone tried their hardest to dig their way out of the slums. My mother certainly got us out quickly. Don't worry, we'll get back to it next Friday. Have you learned anything about his murderer? Anything other than what the City Watch told us? Which was nothing. Well, there are theories. Come talk to me without your girlfriend. No need to get the naive and innocent involved, Both of you, please excuse me. I need to be alone. I didn't know anything about Ron's brother. He left, huh? It is a difficult subject. So, what do you know about Ron's brother that you can't tell me and tell him in front of me? Well, now, those are things I'm not telling you. Is that so difficult to understand? As for what I know, most of it is irrelevant to you. Cyril died and that's it. One day, some piece of shit strolled by and slammed a sword into the kid, simply because he could. Well, I suppose it wasn't you. Do you know who did it? I don't know which one I should do here. How old were you? Does that even matter? Do you know who did it? I plan on sharing my ideas with Ron. Great. What if I asked you nicely? Get close to him. Okay, we're just using this as a way to get information out of him. It's terrible. Alright, well, I suppose it wasn't you. Am I the first suspect for everything that goes wrong in Shiremire and beyond? I was a kid. Well, sorry, I didn't mean it that way. I wasn't lewd. I didn't do the lewd one, okay? That's the law for you. Works in some areas, but not in others. It especially doesn't give a crap about children from the slums. If you recognize Ron as Cyril's brother, why did you try to torture him when you met? I think that's a good question. It must have been hard for you as well. We make the institutions of law better by joining them, not by working. Okay. So how are you better than a village girl? Alright, well, we're gonna do this one. It was Bane's idea, and he jumped right into action. I didn't immediately pick up who Ron was. Besides, so what if he's Cyril's brother? It doesn't make me his personal guardian. My friend is dead. That boy is not him. But look at us, discussing such dreary matters as ancient crimes and the inadequate law enforcement in Shiremire. Oops. Oh, go back. Come on, get out of there. As Alos would put it, let the dead boys lie. We're finally alone, Birdie. Let's center our focus on your esteemed self. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Kaiser grabs my wrist. Instinctively, I step back, but there's not much space. The man's other hand grabs my free arm, pinning me against the wall. Oh my god, why? Okay, so I didn't ask for this. From what I've learned about this shady librarian's combat prowess, I believe I could fight him off, but it might be worth it to play along and discover what this man is thinking. Your guard dogs have me worried, Rislin. They leap to your defense uninvited. Yet, when you find yourself crying and begging for help in your greatest need, these so-called friends will be nowhere to be found. Dogs are right about you, aren't they? What about you, Kaiser? What? Okay, well, let's ask. Me? Of course I will be there if I have a say in it. That's how it goes, isn't it? Listen, whatever's unfolding here looks pretty dire, but I'm sure we can manage. The fact that you're still here within my grasp must mean something. Otherwise, someone or something is playing a rather cruel trick on me. Forget Ron and Vita. They are too consumed by their own troubles to be of any use to you. If you need real protection, come to me. They all think they hate me, but I can get them to do what I want. There's a reason I've come this far, and I don't intend to give up now. You were put here for me, as if someone was trying to drive me insane. You actually don't despise me. You're almost too good to be true, so naturally, I worry that this is all somehow fake, or that one of us might die. What sort of danger is he on about? I often find myself contemplating what would happen if the truth about my uniqueness were to be uncovered. would face a solitary existence in a hostile world. Who would ever stand by a Demonheart's side? What if fate binds us to this place for the rest of our lives? We'd have to eat the others. Just when I started to consider his words, he comes up with something so absurd. Surely you wouldn't want them to eat us. Well, are you a Demonheart? Okay, if that happens, I'm your secret ally, and please don't eat me. Kaiser, please calm down and let me go. Struggle, get away from him. Okay, I think it's this one. I don't want him to eat me. My secret ally. That sounds perfect. I won't eat you, Birdie. Can I do something else to you? The door creaks and Kaiser's eyes dart to the side nervously. In a hurry, he lets me go and steps far back to cover his tracks. Ron walks in, looking at the floor. I don't think he noticed anything. Considering the mood he's in, I'm not sure if I should mention it. Kaiser, on the other hand, is standing there perfectly still, looking at Ron with a straight face, a completely different person from the one he was mere moments ago. Sorry about my sudden departure. I wasn't expecting anyone here to know about, well, Cyril. Understandably so. Such stories get buried with the dead. Seek me out if you wish to talk. We used to be neighbors, after all. There's nothing of interest left in here, so I'll be moving on. Kaiser walks out. I didn't mean to leave you like that. The mere mention of Cyril stirred up strong emotions. It meant so much to me. I felt this emptiness my whole life, and I can't help but think it's him I'm missing. He was so little that I can barely recall his face, yet my parents always told me he was my idol. Ron, while you were gone, Kaiser grabbed my ribs. My wrist. Now I understand. Let's keep exploring. Are you sure you don't want to talk about your brother? Will you be alright? Yeah, let's do this one. Let's be nice. I'm sure. It won't get any better either way. Talking about it won't make them catch the murderer. So, where... I don't need to cause drama, BB10. No dramas. He's always worrying about his brother. It's fine. So, where should we go? Well, let's explore the buildings close to the wall. First thing in the morning, Leona and I tried to find weak spots in the wall. The top parts may be broken, but the base is strong. Try climbing over it, but man, that was the worst climb of my life. It's so slippery. You could seriously hurt yourself if you fall from up high. Besides, for some reason I get a feeling there's a chasm right behind. One building adjacent to the wall catches our attention. It appears to be a watchtower. Its roof looks damaged, but the rest of the building appears intact. The entrance is still accessible. Inside the watchtower is dark and dusty. We climb a spiral stairwell where narrow shafts of sunlight pierce through the cracks in the walls. We pass by a collapsed hallway. It is so full of rubble and dirt that no one would be able to squeeze their way through the mess. As we reach about 2 floors above ground level, we come across a chamber that appears well preserved. Inside is a collection of furniture that once looked impressive, but has since been damaged by age and decay. There are 2 imposing windows on opposite sides of the room. Stab everyone! Listen, I might need some allies here, but also, it's pickaxe everyone. Get it right, PP10. Or pickaxe everything. Check out this view. You can see the whole town. Indeed, the town is not very big. From one of these windows, we can see pretty much all the houses, decrepit as most of them are. The window across the room looks into a forest. The trees close to the town appear struck with some disease. They have lost their leaves and the bark's turned a lifeless dark color. Further away, the forest looks greener and livelier. Hey, it's an interesting building, isn't it? Where did you come out of? Downstairs. Didn't you see me? You were so taken by the view, someone could have walked behind your back and pushed you out the window. Now that's exaggerated. Besides, I've got Rislin to watch my back. I was hoping I'd be on the road to Suntown by now. Oh well. Let's explore this room together. Oh, get to do an exploration. I think I remember this from the very first one they did. There was like some exploration. The spider web seemed dry, brittle, and old. Just as I start thinking there are no live spiders here, a small one scuttles out from beneath the sofa. There you are, you little sucker. The creature, of course, ignores her. Hey, Rislin, do you think spiders are full of juice when you break them open? Well, what? Yes? Probably. I think she wants to eat it. She's probably thirsty. Might they be a water source? Or a source of water? Does that mean you're thirsty? Yeah, but I guess I'll endure. There's no need to suffer. Leona and I gathered rainwater into flasks last night. Ron gives us each a flask. Oh, thank you. Leona wouldn't have you give this to me, but what the law hasn't seen hasn't happened. I am also the law. Ew. The sofa shows signs of age, bearing stains that hint at its history. Though it once boasted an air of elegance, the passage of time has left its mark. It looks big enough to accommodate a sleeping person. As for the stains, I suppose we can't be choosy in this strange situation. A collection of weapons is displayed along the walls. The great axe and the spear have old, rotten handles that might crumble if you tried to swing them. The sword is still sharp, and its hilt is made of metal, although the leather straps covering it are decayed and in need of replacement. The black wooden bow appears in good condition all over. I run my hands over the smooth surface of the bow's shaft, and a dark feeling washes over me. That one is still functional, isn't it? Let me see it. Appears to be of a better making than the weapons we have in the City Watch. Sword, star, sharp sword. Yeah, but it's but it's falling apart, BB10. Makes sense we'd find a bow in a watchtower. It seems out of place here, Vita. As a trader, what can you say about this bow's making? Oh, can we use it? Yeah, can we use it? We could if we had any good arrows. Ron opens a few cabinets until he finds one stocked with arrow quivers. These are usable. They're all rotten, wet, or crumbling. Or unusable. Sorry. These are unusable. They're all rotten, wet, or crumbling. So, got a bow with no arrows. Let's just leave that piece of crap. Arrows. I know where to find 2 of them. But why would I bring that up? Oh boy. Luxurious gold-plated candelabras adorn the chamber, along with some other unusual objects. It is unclear if this building once served as a lookout post for the town guard, or as the residence of a prosperous individual. However, one thing is certain, whoever it was, they had a penchant for collecting weapons. The way these fresh fruit were left here is suspicious. It's almost like a secret treat for whoever enters this chamber. There's space in the bowl for more apples. I wonder if we were the first ones to find them. Ron grabs an apple and bites into it. That's not... What if they're magical apples, Ron? What if that's gonna turn you into a freaking snake or something? Stop! It might be poisoned. Ron speaks with his mouth full. Poisoned apple? Aren't you exaggerating? Does it taste normal? Quite delicious, actually. I'm so hungry. Hey, let's take some with us. If Ron doesn't croak in half an hour, we should eat them. I'm hungry too. All right. Good idea. Good idea, Vita. Thanks. I suppose you ladies will be watching over me for the next half hour. How lucky. Evil +1! Evil +1! Hold on, I gotta look at my alignment. Tactful good. I'm 100% tactful. 65% good. You mean I've been doing some evil options? Alright, well, whatever. You watch over him, Rislin. Huh. Looks like someone made a meal out of a small animal. Possibly a rabbit or a rat. The meat was roasted too and looks half-eaten. Where did they find a roasted animal? How come they didn't invite us? They could have, you know, roasted it. And this thing was too small to share with everyone. Huh. I wonder who's the idiot around here who eats mice. It's the size of a squirrel at the very least. We should go out and shame the squirrel eater. I haven't really noticed any small animals around. Maybe someone happened to have some leftovers from dinner in their bag when they got transported here. I saw a squirrel earlier, by the river. Anyway, the loser who was eating here could have at least cleaned up and chucked the leftovers out the window. What a pig. Wait, we should eat this. You think chunking out... No, we should eat it. Let's just eat it. You know what? If I die, I die. I'm pretty sure the rat eater was biting it. They weren't using a knife and fork. But go ahead if you want. Well, it was nice seeing the watchtower and looking out into the world we can't seem to reach. I suggest climbing down the window, but there's a nasty mist below, and that crumbled wall looks sharp. I'll leave you to whatever you two were doing. I guess there's nothing left for us to do here. Where should we go now? Let's find Leona. Sure. She should be near the campsite where we had dinner. As we approach the familiar clearing, we see the figures of two people. One is towering above us all as a giant, and the other has blonde hair and a particularly shiny armor. There's no mistaking who they are. Are you ready? There is no other way. Leona has ropes tied around her waist and over her chest. Those ropes trail back to the big tree. What is going on here? Your friends came to watch you getting squashed. I wish I didn't have to explain. Do you intend to descend into the chasm? Indeed. Check out the chasm. I thought you'd rather tie Bane to that tree. Can I help? We'll help. Not unless you wish to be the one venturing into this abyss. You've already spent all this time securing the ropes around me. You're not doing a switch. Is Bane obeying you? I'm not some wild animal boy. I wish to leave this place as much as the rest of you. Matters not who cuts their way to the exit, as long as it remains open. Oh, it's nice you found that rope. If you need any help pulling Comrade Leona out, I could pull her weight, your shiny royal armor, soldier. Wait, I could pull her weight, her shiny royal soldier armor, and more. She could have removed her armor for this. Maybe she expects to meet a monster below, or she wants to look official in case she has a lethal accident. Let us not drag it out any longer. Go ahead. Bane walks over to the tree, placing his hands firmly around the rope. Leona pushes her way through the bushes and disappears from view. Bane handles the rope, releasing small lengths of it at a time to allow Leona a gradual descent. The wench doesn't scream, it means she's alive. Wait, where is Jania? So, what is your profession? I guess we won't have any side from Lena. Okay, let's see. I do what I wish, and people pay me to spare them. Not a very serious answer. Where is Jania? What do you care? Does this mean he knows where she went? You have an affection for her, don't you? must commend the bond you and Jania share. It's so heartening. She truly has eyes for no one but you. It's all anyone can hope for, to get a special place in someone's heart and be treated with such respect. Is he talking about me? What of it, skirt chaser? Why are you watching my witch? Got your skirt right there. Or are you after the one I dumped in this hole? That's too many questions and accusations all at once. You stuck your guard snout where it doesn't belong. You don't get to scrutinize me. Well, can we trust you? Wench, if I wanted to slaughter you, I wouldn't have to drop you down a cliff one by one. Easy with the language. Crowboy defending his raven wench. I suppose we won't receive any clues from Leona anytime soon. There's a deep hole down there. Don't worry. We've agreed on a signal. I'll know when to pull her out. Sounds like they've got it all planned out. I hope they'll find a way to lead us all to safety. Do you want to go somewhere else in the meantime? Well, there's only one more place to go. You don't mean to have a picnic here, do you? Well, Hello said something about epitaphs yesterday. Let's see. The graveyard is surrounded by open terrain. The only thing stopping us from leaving was the mist. There was a strange demonic message in the crypt. Yeah, that's a good one. Ron, you're an idiot. Alright, well, there was that strange demonic, yeah. Oh, place with the candles? We should check that out for sure. At the graveyard, I see Ellis's crouched form once again. Only this time, I immediately recognize it. He bends over to examine something under a tree's roots. So he wasn't only interested in the epitaphs. Does the fact Alos is still here mean it's impossible to walk out? Well, not that I had high hopes for it. Oh well. Did you want to talk to him? Have you, too, found your way to the sanctum of serenity, drawn by whispers carried on unseen winds? Wait, I just noticed. Chewy's downstairs. He's sleeping in this little bed down here. That's good news. I was really worried about him earlier. I guess the lamb diet is actually helping. I hope. Hey, you seek only escape. Elos regards me with a smile. He rarely looks into my eyes like this. Or anyone else's, I believe. Is there anything special about that tree? It still endures in this forsaken realm. The bard inspects a solitary tree still adorned with green leaves. There are others like it on the other side of town, but here at the graveyard, almost all of them look dead. Strange to think even trees can die, yet I received 2 arrows through the ribcage. And here I am, walking and talking. Within these ancient roots lives a cursed liquid brimming to emerge. How do you know that? I have traveled far and wide, my children. Tell no one that you've heard what you've heard here. Elos turns from us humming a melody. The cursed liquid within. If it's true, the others probably don't need to know. What he said about the tree, does it mean it contains poison? Well, whatever it is, can you keep it a secret? I can keep anything a secret, especially if it's for your sake. I mean, Leona would probably demand that we burn this tree. Imagine if the fire got out of hand. So, do you want to try running away? Should we race through the mist? Oh, we die. I think we better save our strength. Let's race. Let's see whose chicken's out first. Okay, nah, we'd probably die. Should we simply believe the others, then? I suppose if it were possible to leave that way, everyone but us would have escaped already. We woke up pretty late. I remember how this morning Ron was waiting right in front of my house. Come to think, How did he know where Vita and I were staying? I guess it's possible he was in the area and saw Vita leaving the house. Hey, Rislin! It's good you're here. Oh, hello, Eugenia. I see you're still among us as well. Wait, I didn't mean to say it's good you're trapped. I was referring to this crypt. Have you come to solve the demon riddle? Well, I would like to, but how do I do it? Wait, I thought you would solve it. I tried, but I just hate word games. Perhaps you'll fare better. Use your hands and you'll be able to manipulate the illusions you see. Move them around until you write a phrase that makes sense. If you form the correct solution, there will be a sign. And don't be afraid, this magic won't harm you. I still don't understand if the message was meant for us, though. I'm fooled by my own stubbornness. I refuse to enter the crypt, but what do mine ears hear? It was a place demonic, not one where the false gods are yet worshipped. There is a riddle written in demon speech inside. Weren't you there when we talked about it yesterday, Mr. Elos? I beg forgiveness. My bones reclined on the same ground, yet my spirit dwelt in another realm. I don't think it's a slide puzzle, but it is a puzzle, if it's similar to the ones from the previous games. How deep need one descend to behold this wonder? I fear my feet are not as they used to be. Well, I think it's pretty deep. If you want, I can tell you everything I saw. Should we talk about it here, though? Perhaps it disturbs the dead. Deceased will surely cherish your most endearing voice, young Genia. As for me, their company does not perturb me. 'Tis a comforting familiarity. The dead are always the same, no matter what they believed and who sang or laughed atop their graves. Elos gasps, as if he just remembered something. Permit me to share a wondrous verse unveiled upon these melancholic stones. No, I don't want— I'm not singing. The bard waddles toward a tombstone and Genia walks next to him, putting one arm around his back, as if she was concerned he may fall. Looks like Genia made another friend. Anyway, I've got to see this demon riddle. The inside of the crypt looks much the same as yesterday. The candles are burning, and I doubt this was Genia's doing. The same shimmer of red light catches the eye. I have to approach it and hear that distorted voice again.
Hear of us? He's no one.
Genia said I could form new words from this. Oh boy. Oh boy. What am I— Really? No, I'm not gonna sing. I mean, I don't know. Hopefully not. What am I gonna— Oh shit. God. Alright. Man. I don't know. I wonder, hold on. I wonder if it's in the right place, if it actually, like— No, it's not gonna let me cheat. No, it's not gonna let me cheat. Let's see. No. I could give up, though. I could if I really wanted. We're gonna do sheet. I could do sheet. I don't think that's it, though. Shit, why can't it just reset? Hold on, I think Demonheart's gonna be one. Yeah. Definitely. Then I gotta figure out the other word. Demonhearts. There. Maybe? No? Come on! Look, oh my god. Is it really? I think Demonheart is definitely something. Alright, where is that? Let's just put it here. No, no. Damn it! I don't know what Reet is. No. You could spell Demonheart with this, so I feel like I don't know. Yeah, here be dragons, really. All right, something. I got it. There's 3 Demonhearts? That's it. That's gotta be it. Yes, I got it. Gasp. 3 Demonhearts. The last thing I need is to talk with everyone in this town about Demonhearts. Look scared. Was it that flash of light, or do tales of the Demonhearts upset you? Well, Demonheart is a word I don't ever wish to hear spoken. Alright then, let's talk about kittens. Fine, anything will do. As we walk out, Ron really makes an effort to talk about how cats are cute and fluffy. We almost forget about Demonhearts. Does that mean there's 3 Demonhearts in our group? Well, I'm definitely one. I wonder if the old man is another one. What about Kaiser? I don't know. Well, our visit to the graveyard was surprisingly not boring. The loud sound of a bell ringing in the distance startles us. What's that? I haven't seen on any bell towers. It won't stop. Could it be someone found an exit and they're calling us? Well, I found an exit and a really loud bell. Well, maybe someone set off some sort of alarm. Maybe someone got in trouble. Let's go find them. Ron and I hurry, trying to walk in the direction of the sound's source. All the while, the bell doesn't stop ringing. It's so loud and unnatural. Would one of us really ring a bell for that long, even if they found one? The sound grows louder as we approach the area where the buildings lie in ruin. It feels like it's coming from an open space. There are no bells to be seen. Right after us, Evita, Jania, and Kaiser arrive, all from different directions. What is going on here? The resonance is coming from the air. Kaiser looks up above his head. Walk around him, and it feels like he's correct. The source of the ringing is there, somewhere above us. It's a magical alarm, but if I didn't set it up, who did? Guys, do you hear those other sounds? I know it's difficult to hear this damned ringing, but did you hear, like, a horse walking? The ringing stops just as we see a strange silhouette approaching us. Run! Jania sprints around a corner, but trips and falls behind a house's fence. Vita draws her dagger, and Kaiser takes a few steps back, staring at the intruder. Ron draws his sword, positioning himself between me and the creature. A red-skinned male, with wings unfurled and horns protruding from his hood, strides into the vicinity, tapping at his hooves. He seems unafraid of both weapons and glares. audience, I thank you for the warm welcome. It consisted of less screaming than I imagined. A pleasant surprise. So, there was some magic at work in the bringing us here. Was it you? Who is speaking? Jania is still hiding behind the fence. Don't interrupt my speech, especially if you are too afraid to show your face. You shall listen or forfeit your lives. You may call me Seer, for I see through you. Let's say I am able to tell the good apples from the bad. How about you cut your speech shorter and tell us what you want? It's strange hearing Ron ask about a demon spawn's desires. Perhaps it's fortunate that we had that conversation yesterday, where we were warned against attacking their kind. You're the one who trapped us, aren't you? Well, there goes my speech. And after all that preparation, I am your captor's envoy. A servant, let us say. True, I did all the legwork. However, I am exacting the will of another. Believe me, I am equally bothered by this insufferable situation as you are, if not more. I prefer to enjoy the comforts of Inferno, but alas, a dire need has moved me to abandon my quarters and serve one less rational than myself. I meant to say, one greater than myself. Is he talking to someone we can't see? Hey, Trevor. No, where did his shirt go? He's a demon spawn. He doesn't wear shirts. Isn't it the cleaners? Alright. Do not assume I enjoy your company, humans. Neither do I appreciate your gasping in horror as you lay your ignorant eyes upon my exquisite form. See, he has an exquisite form, BB. I am what I am, and you miserable lot are what you are. Why were you brought here, you ask? To cower sleepless in the night until another arrives to stab you through the ribcage? To rethink your past mistakes and make amends? You are all either connected to the Infernal, or haven't exactly been a good example to your fellow kindred. Therefore, you attracted the gaze of the one we shall not name. Among you are a certain number of Demonhearts. Wait, so, hold on, what did Ron do? He's just a nice guy, right? My master wishes you to fight, tear each other apart until only one remains. I told him you were better than that. However, should you decide to butcher and slaughter one another, I will stand idly by. What? Why would you do that? You might find your reasons, together or individually, or perhaps in couples. But, of course, you won't. You would like to think you were all exemplary members of the human race, You only hurt others accidentally, and because they didn't love you, You think justice is to make others suffer and repay you for your own pain? Or, worse yet, you call yourselves and your whimsical behavior the law. I would laugh if it weren't so despicable. And don't get me started on wolf dining, the most intelligent pastime of all. What? My role is to keep you confined within this town and allow my master to spectate undisturbed. Now, the good news. This prison will only last for 7 days, and you've already endured 1. Celebrate. We, Demon Spawn, are bound to get bored of anyone in 7 days, so after that you will be of absolutely no interest to us. On midnight after the 7th day, the curse that keeps you caged will lift, and you can crawl toward the freedom that you so desire. However, my master bets that at most one of you shall survive. Oh boy. Only stabbed, guys? What? No. What? Are you betting, jerk? Okay, and what do you think? There's no master, is there? This is all you're doing. Are you a prisoner as well? I think he might be. Why did you only show yourself on the 2nd day? Okay, let's hear. I am a servant, not a prisoner or slave. I work for a wage. Stop searching for an exit. You will waste your time and energy while your peers plot your demise. Make peace with your fates and fight. Demonhearts. Bullshit. He wants to send us on a hunt, only to realize there are no Demonhearts. We've killed one another we've killed one another anyway. I agree with Kaiser. Is it truly distrust from my infernal being, or are you lying to your dear friends already? To me, the truth is obvious. I feel those wicked black hearts among you. I can count their every heartbeat. For now, I'll leave you to your bitter fates. I've yet to introduce myself to the others and prepare for more mindless gasping. Keep lying to one another. The demon spawn strolls away. As he passes by, he leaves behind a faint smell of incense and smoke. The scent lingers in the air, like a whisper from another time. Did he call Kaiser a... He called me a liar. It's his words against mine. Would you rather trust a demon spawn? I should probably agree with Kaiser. I wish no one believed that there are demon hearts among us. Kaiser wasn't lying. He only said his opinion. Kaiser has a pretty good theory. I think we should trust the one with no horns. Yeah, I think that's true. It's a close call. Kaiser is a demon heart. Let's kill him. What? No, BB said I can't do that one, okay? I know you... I know you're gonna want me to do that one, and I can't. Okay. Oh my god, so bloodthirsty. No, I think we should trust the one with no horns. Sorry, Nashu. Aw, Chewie sleeping so slow. Sleep sweetly. Okay. No. Look, I didn't mean to accuse you. But you think I'm a demon heart. Would that trouble you, Ron? What would you do to a treacherous creature corrupted by infernal forces? Protocol is... they go to jail. Well then, let's hope you're not among us, or they wouldn't exactly love you. Cut it out! You're already arguing. It's what the demon spawn wants. A seer. I'm gonna go... oh, no, wrong voice. I'm gonna go follow him. That's dangerous. Yeah, he said he could sense us or something. He can only sense demon hearts. What makes you so sure of that? I read. He's correct. The demon spawn possesses a special connection with demon hearts only. I suppose I shouldn't try to follow him. I guess Kaiser isn't a demon heart. Or so he says. Well, I guess he's not. He's not! No one is a demon heart, damn it! No one! Why are you gasping? Really? Why are you gasping? Okay, he's not, I guess. I don't know. Is it alright if I search for Leona? She might attack the demon spawn. That wouldn't be good for her. Oh, I am a demon! I am! That's part of the story, BB10. My character is the BB, is the demon heart. God. Okay, you took his presents well. Yes, it's true! You took his presents well. Sure, what do you need? What? Listen, you missed the first stream. So you missed, like, the whole setup. Sure, what do you need to do? Okay, fine, go take care of Leona. It's not alright. You always leave me for her. Damn it! Maybe. I might need stabbings. You took his presents well. What was I supposed to do? Go mad? Appear civilized, right? Honestly, I had a feeling some cursed magic was at play here, but I didn't want to raise panic. Demon Spawn's arrival kind of explained things. Yuna has been known to be a bit radical. It's best if we make ourselves of assistance to her so no one gets hurt. She doesn't report us to the capital for improper service. The demon spawn was rooting that we fight each other. Maybe that means he won't attack us himself. I will not be the one to attack first. So, I'll come back, okay? I should come on, enunciate. I should search for Bane and Elos. I don't want either one of them to get in trouble. Not that I imagine Elos would attack the seer, but he might get a heart attack. From excitement? Whatever the case may be. If you see them, please try to calm them down and prepare them for the sight of the seer. Things are becoming clear, and it's worse than I could have imagined. He says we should stop trying to escape. See anything suspicious about that? Well, don't you think he's trying to discourage us because there actually is an exit? Maybe. Also, I had a thought, now I can't remember what it was. Oh well. That's my hope. I don't want to believe him. Can't accept it to be the entertainment of those two demon spawn. Or whatever his master is. Rita runs towards the wall. She steps on a pile of stones, but when she tries to climb up the wall, her foot slips and she falls. Oh, it's all a curse! She races off toward the watchtower. Confused by her actions, I follow her. Should we jump out a window? Jumping means death. What would happen to me? I would resurrect after a while, yet the seer would find me and bring me back by then, just as he found me that night after the assassin shot me. For Vita, it might mean suicide. Yes, my goldfishy brain strikes again. Hey, let's eat those apples. Don't panic, the others won't be so stupid to listen to a demon spawn. There's no escape, we're all doomed, to say nothing. Okay, Right. Did you hear your good friend Ron? He would imprison the Demonhearts. It's protocol. Not like he'd want to, but of course he'd do it. Do you think they would accept that? Blood will flow just like those demons predicted. He set us up for it. Now I understand why they brought along someone as horrible as Leona. Wait, are you a Demonheart? Seriously. Imagine if Leona was a Demonheart. What do you know about... Okay, are you a Demonheart? No. But I don't want to die. Imagine if Leona was a Demonheart. That would make her a bigger liar than the demon spawn. What do you know about Demonhearts? Most people believe they're dangerous because they must have eaten someone's heart to become what they are. But it depends on the person. If they found and ate demon flesh, they didn't have to murder anyone. Some Demonhearts only want to have a peaceful life with a bit of extra safety. The regeneration comes in handy, protects against illness and even accidental death. Still, they aren't immortal. They still grow old and die, or so I've heard. Well, some say they don't die but become zombies. In any case, if someone found a demon heart zombie, it wouldn't live long because those hearts are very much in demand. Gotta look outside. What do you mean, no they don't? We spend some time silently gazing out of the windows. The forest outside is inviting, but no matter how much I long to escape, I doubt it's possible. We have to wait for 5.5 more days until we're free. I'm not 881 years old, 7. Turning toward the window that looks over the town, I notice a man walking the street. It's Ron. What is it? Oh, you probably want to hear his news. We descend the stairs, Vita slowly following behind me with her head hanging low. I managed to stop a disaster. I found Leona first, and then the demon spawn appeared, followed by Kaisar. As I expected, Leona attacked the infernal creature on sight. It took 2 of us to hold her back. It wasn't fun. Did you say Kaisar helped you? Yeah, he threw a rope over her to help hold her back. It was quite effective. Ah, I I figured he wouldn't risk his skin getting close to the fighting. Well, the demon spawn really had no intention to attack us. Then Bane appeared. Man, the fiend almost did him in. Kept dodging Bane's attacks until Bane fell on his own hammer. I think the seer pushed him down in with magic. How was he now? Oh, he only bruised his armor. At least that's what he says. Probably shouldn't attack that creature anymore. Can camp here for a few more days, god damn it. Well, I'm glad bloodshed was avoided. What about catching the red-feathered assassin? Oh yeah, let's talk about that now. There has to be something we can do about that demon spawn. Okay, I'm still hoping we can escape. How about this one? This one. Be on the lookout for his weaknesses. However, charging at him is probably not something we should do. This will be quite a difficult challenge for Comrade Leona, and for me as well. You know, we'll have the hardest time standing back while that frickin' demon spawn walks among us. I expect the others to fare better. Anyone who attacks the demon spawn will be doing me a favor. Is he indestructible? Well, he is indestructible, remember? No, I meant anyone who commits suicide is one less persecutor for the rest of us. Are you calling us persecutors? Hunters, jailers, insane assholes. Whoa. The world is not as vicious as you believe. Oh, I agree with Ron. I agree with Vita. Wait, I don't know who I agree with. Ashley, what are you doing? Get down. Okay. I don't believe the world is as nice as you think either, Ron, but Vita's taking it too far. Yeah, we're just gonna stick in the middle there, right? So you don't trust the others? It's fine. Still, we shouldn't wish for their deaths. At least we agree that we should not attack the infernal sun. I think the others can help Bane to calm down. Janelle will explain it to him. Kaiser can also help talk sense into him. And the old bard, Elos, must be so entertained right now. Oh yeah, that was what I was going to say. Elos is actually probably super excited because he's totally like a disciple of the demon spawns and all that shit. Most importantly, I don't see why anyone here would be willing to commit murder. At most, we all want to kill the demon spawn. But they regenerate and are completely immortal, right? That's what they say. They are the same as Demonhearts with the addition of magic and eternal youth. Even Ron appears well informed about us Demonhearts. Wait, maybe he's one! Maybe that's why he's here! The seer's arrival and his words have no doubt affected us all. I should probably talk to the others to see how they're feeling and what they're up to. Are you thinking of going somewhere? I don't want to stay here alone. Rosalind shouldn't go anywhere alone either, just in case. Alright, we'll be safe together, Vita. You should come with us, Ron. Oh, so now the world is a bad place. You guys are annoying. You guys are annoying, really. No, I'm not gonna do that. You should come with us, Ron. I'm afraid I can't. I have something pending. I need to find Kaiser. Be sure to meet me later at the campfire, okay? And ladies, when you walk around, don't look so down. Your mood affects your companions. Collective morale, you know? Let's not raise panic. Try to think of this as a vacation. For everyone's sake. Don't act like you're scared of them. You may have a point. This makes me wonder, is Ron's cheerful exterior a mask? Something he learned to fake because it helps him maintain order? He might not be as silly as he appears. Do you really wish to talk to the others? I mean, who do you want to talk to? Oh boy. Well, we gotta go talk to everybody, basically. Hold on. Kaiser. I want to talk to Kaiser. Okay. Ugh. Well, he's said some reasonable things lately, but still, it's that freak. You search for Kaiser pretty much everywhere in the settlement. Finally find him in an unlikely place. Stab him. Light of the demon riddle allows us to clearly see the slender silhouette leaning back against the wall. The same words written in red light greet me once more. 3 demon hearts. Who was the genius that solved this riddle, eh? Now it's stuck in that position. Not very fortunate for the demon hearts among us. Perhaps we could pile up some stones to hide that treacherous thing, We need quite a big pile. Stop messing around. You don't give a damn, do you? I do, but not about you. Oh boy. Put your... Damn it, Kaiser! Stick that tongue back in your mouth. Seriously. Let's see. Why did you come here? What do you think about that riddle? Have you talked to Ron? I hear you helped stop Leona from attacking the seer. This guy, there's something going on with this guy. Why did you come here? I want to know that one first. I was looking for the seer. Are you in a league with him? Do you think I'd be so open about it if I were? We were such good pals, at least I'd be able to find him. What were you really looking for? You don't believe I wanted to discourse with our winged friend? Alright. How about I wish to see this demon magic? Do you believe me now? Well, you wanted to see this demon magic? No? Try it again. Try again. Okay. I figured you'd like dark, occult places, Rislin, so I was waiting to ambush you. Sadly, your dog Evita ruined it. Okay, now that's a version we'll believe, you degenerate. Alright, that's enough. I like that version. Oh my god. But BB10, listen. Listen, if I don't go with this, I don't think I'll be able to kiss anybody. Oh my god. Look. I'm really kind of leaning towards I like that version. Alright, that's enough. No. Well, we're not going to kiss right now. I mean, right? By the angry face. Okay, I'm gonna do it.
There's more to life than just kissing, right?
Yeah, but then there's kissing. Okay. No kiss ever. He would have liked it more if I'd succeeded. I bet he crawled inside this hole because he was scared. Who am I to speak? Alright. No kiss ever. Stop. What do you think about the demon message? Unfortunately, this infernal relic isn't very funny or useful. Unless you're planning to eat all the hearts and need a count of them. Do you think that's true? That there are 3? Could be. But in the end, this thing is as true as the seer's word, and he's here to deceive us. Still, a liar might sometimes tell the truth. Earlier you said there are no demon hearts. The more you talk, the more I wonder. Hey, can you deviants sense each other? Is that why you're sticking together? We are not demon hearts! Oh, well. If you say so, it must be true. I thought you were trying to avoid bloodshed. I am. Are you saying you'll kill me? If you go accusing people of being demon hearts, someone might. Fine. I shouldn't have said that. You don't know how to take a joke, do you? And the shirtless dude. It's just an alien disguise that Chudah wants to get someone or something. Okay. But what something could I kiss? Also, I'm so happy we got to kiss Garrus today. I'm just in cloud 9. Okay. Have you talked to Ron? I hear you helped stop Leona from attacking. Okay, have you talked to Ron? Here we go. Regrettably, I haven't seen him in a while. If he wants to be friends with me, feel free to send him over. He's probably looking for you, but not in cultist crypts. Why? Do you think he's too scared to come down here? The Great Library has stairs just like these. Only instead of old bones scattered about, there are books. I imagine the chains are the same. you helped stop Leona from attacking the seer. Oh, well, someone had to. You need to avoid any deaths. Even if one person dies. Have you ever read about the Vendetta Avalanche in Ultrasam? Of course you haven't. It's a true story that teaches us how paranoia causes problems instead of preventing them. Killing for revenge doesn't bring peace, but starts an endless chain of vengeance. Huh. I'd actually forgotten about the Vendetta Avalanche for a while. Anyway, as long as we're all alive and well, we can say the demon spawn is talking crap. But if we have to share this place with the corpse, everyone will break. Someone's butt maybe an alien butt. Okay, sure. The demon spawn is an alien. Okay, we'll just go with that one. Okay, not everyone. Would you break Kaisar? I think you're underestimating her. Okay, I'm gonna ask him. Under sufficient pressure, anyone would. If you claim otherwise, you're either lying or foolish. What do you think of the others? Why would you be the first to break? Or who will be the first to break? Sorry. I'm starting to get tongue-tied, sorry. Oh, I don't think much. Don't play dumb. You're lying. Tell us what you think. Yes, Your Grace. Well, Leona, keep your eyes on her. Or don't. It might be better to stay away. But don't listen to me. Everyone says I'm an idiot, right? You're not that type of idiot. So, I'm not even the right type of idiot. No, you go... Look, we're not going to be able to romance that demon spawn. And I'm pretty sure that demon spawn is actually Ray's. But we're not going to be able to romance him. Now, we could romance him in the first game. But... Remember, I streamed the first 3 chapters? Yeah. He was the one who was, like, haunting that Rizlin. Are you scared? Apparently not as much as the two of you. It's wise to be cautious, especially when a damned bat comes to tell us we're his playthings, no? I mean, the Great Seer. You never know when he's listening. How would he spy on us? I don't know if he has some special connection with the Demonhearts other than sensing them. At any rate, this place is full of his magic. Also, he could be hiding behind any corner. The Seer stalking us the old-fashioned way is the last thing we need. We can get out of this if no one makes any mistakes. According to the Seer's rules, we only have to endure 7 days. How difficult can it be? I won't be the first to do something stupid. Did you not watch me play the first 3 chapters? Or maybe you didn't. I don't know. That was a long time ago. I didn't finish it because... I don't know why I didn't, but... Alright, we've talked enough. Why the hurry? We're supposed to have fun with each other for 5 more days. Is it 5 or 6? We're waiting for the 7th midnight, so it's about 5.5 days left. Which reminds me, it's time for Rizlin to change your bedmate, don't you think? In your dreams? Can you just leave us alone? You were the ones who walked in on me. Kaisar walks up the stairs into the darkness that leads toward the exit. I get distracted for a moment, and then I realize I'm not sure if he really went outside. There are plenty of places to hide in this dungeon. No! The prober, really? I'm gonna kick your butt. I hate his guts. When he speaks like an adult, I start trusting him. Oh, same here, too bad he's so chaotic. No, I trust him. Don't trust him, it's a trap. I don't know. I actually like him. I kinda do. He's smart. I mean, I know he's like the scumbag, but I like the scumbag in the first game. Oh, Brash. I miss you, bud. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. I actually kind of... What do you mean? No, he's not Tin Smarmy, okay? He's Smarmy. Please, you cannot despair. Look, don't use Tinsmari to disparage this game. Okay. I don't know, I actually like them. Ew. Don't entertain that freak. Is there anyone left to speak to? Or should we stay away from them? Well, let's talk to Leona. Let's talk to all these peoples. I don't care. Ouch. Maybe I should hide in the shadows while you speak to her. She's a freak. Whatever. I'm serious. She doesn't seem to see me. Or she doesn't wish to see me, and I have nothing to ask her. Okay, if you'll feel better that way. Alright, you chicken. As far as I'm concerned, you can pike off and leave me alone. Stalk me if you must. Oh my god, no. Okay, if you feel better that way. Yes, I will. Good luck talking to that plated monster. We search for Leona in places she is likely to be. Vita suggests the house by the chasm. As we draw near, Vita resorts to hiding behind trees. Someone is standing outside with an armor reflecting bright light. Could be no one else. Leona is fixing over... Why am I messing up? Leona is looking over the bushes into the chasm below, her hands fixed firmly on her great sword. What happened when you explored down there? Have you found anything, Leona? Just this one. Nothing, and I nearly died. We now know the source of this aberrant mist, this curse. It is the blasted spawn of hell, against whom we are hopeless. I die on the inside knowing I am to stand and do nothing. I am not even allowed to cleave his corrupt flesh with my sword, because my companions say I would die. Well, you would though. Don't listen to them. You should try again. Oh my god. No. We should find some other way. Yeah, we probably should do this one. Everyone is either too afraid to act or worships the foul beast. The minstrel is the worst offender, but I believe the witch is no better. Really? Well, I knew Elos was gonna be like freaking head over heels for the demon spawn, but seriously. Why are you screaming again? Why are you gasping? Okay, so we should watch that old cultist. Jania seemed pretty scared herself, and Bane is a dangerous criminal. And Kaiser is a sneaky slime. And I'm gonna kiss him. No, I'm gonna tell her I'm a Demonheart. Do you want this game to just end? Our companions are our allies. If they are misguided, we should help them, not condemn them. Yeah, let's go with that one, I think. Are you certain all of them are deserving? Some are hiding dark, infernal secrets. Leona sighs and looks down. Have you seen Ron? Why is he not by my side? Does she have a crush on Ron? I could hook you two up. Seriously. He said he had to talk to Kaiser. I saw him. He said he'd be coming by. Okay, do you imagine Ron as your squire? I saw him. He said he'd be coming. Okay, yeah. What of the fiend's prophecy of demon hearts? He claims he can detect them. Bristlin, there is a simple way to verify the demon's words. We demand to see everyone's blood. The ones who recover the quickest are demon hearts. Any cuts or scratches would heal within moments or hours. Dark, the dorkest secret. Well, they are pretty dorky, the secrets. So, dorkest secrets, probably. We mustn't suspect one another. If we do that, we've already fallen into the demon spawn's trap. Yeah, that's a good one. You don't expect everyone to accept that, do you? But how do we trick the demon hearts into doing it? They would resist. Okay. Demon spawn or not, his warning should be investigated. What an unfortunate time for Leona to become open-minded. Take your leave. I need to think. Leona walks toward the chasm, and I move back to where I last saw Vita. She wants to slash us open to check who's a demon heart, huh? Can't wait to get as far away from her as possible. Ugh! Is there anyone else you wish to talk to? Yeah, let's go talk to the old man. Why are you... What do you mean, why'd you leave? Why are you crying, baby Zen? No cry! I don't even understand. We know where that old man likes to hang out, huh? Guess he's following the seer and kissing his hooves. Shush! We find Elos lying atop a stone-covered grave with his hands spread and gazing into the sky. If it weren't for his smile, I might mistake him for dead. When we come closer, he sees us and starts getting up. Have you met the seer, Elos? What do you make of his words? Yeah, let's ask this one. Whatever. I'm not a demon spawn. I'm a Demonheart. It's two different things. Oh yeah, they're right. You mean heart. Oh, God. A trial most wicked for our master unseen. How grand the life of an infernal son must unfold. You think he really has a master? How could you say that? He must have killed humans. He told us to murder each other. Oh, I'm sure he's having a lot of fun tormenting us. Oh yeah, definitely that one. We are but mice to an immortal feline. Faced with such greatness, we must feel honored. If we make him laugh, even for a mere moment, our lives will have made a ripple in the river of eternity. Vita whispers to me, "He's such a cultist." Elos pierces her with his gaze. I figure he's not deaf. One who admires nothing and knows no bliss. You're not here to listen to your demon worship. What did you want to ask him, Brislin? I know. Maybe he does know something. Old man, who do you think is the most dangerous of the humans here? The deadliest warrior need not be the one who wears your skin at the bitter end. What's that? Oh, I'm not singing. I'm not singing. He's gonna start singing though. A shadow crept. Okay, fine. I'll sing a little bit. It better not be a whole fucking song though. A shadow crept across the land. A shadow turned into a man. Oh, that song again. Stop it. Stop scaring us. What do you think will happen with our companions? It hinges upon this. Were we all brought forth beneath the same star? How do we verify that? You cannot. A traitor would lie. A traitor? Better not be born under the same star since the 7 companions all died. Oh, yeah, that was the song. A serpent invisible yet glistening in broad daylight. Are you saying there is a serpent among us? Nay, why do you listen to the ravings of an old man? Elos, whose side are you on? Would it entertain you if the demon spawn had his fun with us? We may dwell within a tale destined to grace the tomes of future ages. The reader shall be captivated beyond measure, and I would stand as the chronicler to unveil the foremost, impeccable rendition, provided I draw breath to lay it forth. Should fate decide otherwise, they shall find the notes in my body more authentic than ever. Hilo starts playing his lute and ignores any further questions. I don't know what the fuck that guy just said. I don't, and I'm not the traitor, stop it! Walking away, Vita whispers, I can't believe he doesn't care if he lives or dies. Do we need anyone else's input? Oh yeah, we're going to see... Oh, I hate Bane! Oh, come on, I hate doing his voice. Damn it. At least he knows he's on the human side and not a demon worshiper. Or at least we know. We find Bane standing by the imposing stone wall that separates the town's buildings from a forest of lifeless trees. With his grip firmly on his hammer, Bane glares at the wall, panting. Scrap isn't any good! I should have gotten a stronger one. Magic one. That would not have helped. I see you're also trying to escape. We need to stay calm. We'll endure the demon spawn 7 days. He's not gonna kill her. You know what? There's no sense There's no talking sense into this guy. That would not have helped. All the shit in this rotten place is crumbling. The damn wall stands strong. I hate this madhouse. Why did you attack the demon spawn? Because no one on that tiny... No one... Wait, because... God, I hate doing his voice. Alright, let's get through this scene. Because no one that tiny should be able to hold me captive. He's not that tiny. Fooled by the sight of his wings. But look at his flimsy torso. He's a wimp. Even Ron is a wimp to him. If it weren't for his demon magic, I'd beat him into the dirt. Those wings can't even lift that fat goat ass off the ground. I'm pretty sure the seer's behind wasn't that. It's not like I could do a careful analysis. I had other things on my mind. But she was looking, didn't she? She did look. What do you think of the other humans? The ones who say they're the best or the worst. That is the truth. Okay, so Leona, that would be Leona. What about Jania? Feeding us, bringing us the ale? Did she have second intentions? You know what? Stop it. Ron doesn't say he's the best, but he looks nice. What about him? I guess Kaisar is the best then. He's pretty unassuming and everyone hates him. Come on, I am nice. Okay, I'm guessing Kaisar that's a good one. He's pretty innocent and everyone hates him, yeah. Kaisar, you just haven't heard him brag. He thinks he's a cunning one for sure. Never claimed to be a moral man, so don't assume he is one. Still, I'll take cruel honesty over pretentious self-righteousness any day. Being trapped here with a bunch of worms does not fill me with hope. Alright, I just want to get out of the scene. Can we just get out of the scene? Alright, we should move on. Yeah. That one. I'm done. Which one of our faithful companions would we search for? Should we search for now? Okay, let's go talk to Jania. We spend some time scouring the town in search of Jania, but she's not in any of the buildings. Ultimately, we find her by the riverbank, adorned in her flame red attire with ornate jewelry, kneeling beside a bed of blossoms. The flora on this side of the village is healthy and diverse, yet I need more than plants for my spell ingredients. All the market stalls I found were full of trash. It's quite frustrating. You know any spells that could help us escape? Nothing you'd hope for. I only want to be prepared with what I do know. Isn't there anything you can do, to avoid the whole gauntlet he wants to put us through? Or make it safer somehow? I haven't been able to come up with anything. However, I could roast you a chicken if we found one. Have you talked to Bane and Elos? I found Bane. Actually, I got lost and he found me. How did you lose your way in such a small town? I entered this alley and just couldn't see the exit. I walked a couple of circles, and I spotted Bane in the distance. Thank the gods he's so tall. He helped me realize where I had to go. I don't think he'll be trying to attack the seer again. Why are you laughing now, huh? What do you think of the seer? His wings and tail are both interesting, but I'm not particularly fascinated by the Infernal. I think they're too focused on themselves. What do you mean his appearance? Or his entertainment? Whatever the case, I prefer a man who's completely taken with me and not in love with himself. His attraction to me is what matters. That is a man I can be with without worry. Do you get what I mean? Shouldn't expect much love from the demon spawn. We're like flies to them, silly and insignificant. Well, what do you think of the others? When we arrived here, the first ones I met were Bane and Kaisar. Bane is... She blushes. I know he appears all prickly on the inside, but I think he's a good man. He means what he says. He's being nice, of course. He says he'll snap you in half like a wishbone. Don't take it literally. Kaiser, on the other hand, I don't like his eyes. I can't get over it. It's not only aesthetics. I don't trust those things. I don't know why. You are not alone in that. I happen to dislike his whole face. Why stop there? I hate his slouched shoulders too. Don't be mean. It's true I insulted him too, but I regret it. Those made me understand I shouldn't be rude to anyone. I don't have to be friends with people I don't like either. Whatever. As for Ron and Leona, I usually have nothing to talk about with law officers, and it's mostly a good thing. No offense to you, Rislin. Well, you're cute. She is pretty cute. No problem. I am no law officer. I guess we should move on. Well, it's calming to see Jania so careless, but... What? I'm not careless. There must be something we can do other than wait here and pray the others won't attack us. Not all of them would do that, you know. Sure, but you've got Bane to protect you, but Rislin and I don't. Do you really think Bane would defend me? Still, he let you wander off alone. I am a free person. If you're smart, stay close to someone you trust. Jania walks along the river and disappears from view. It appears she is searching for more plants. This looked like an open area, if only it weren't for all these damned rocks. Are they everywhere? Is there anyone else you wanted to talk to? Yeah, you, I guess. Oh, but I've been here all along. I don't know what else to say to you. You already know what I think. Can't drop my guard with anyone else. Well, perhaps Jania is a nice person, but then she's running after Bane. Snap of his fingers, and guess who'll leap to burn people for him? I think Ron is a good man. I think Kaiser has good judgment. And why would Bane do that? Anyone could be manipulated. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. It surprised me how rational he was when we faced that demon. I wish everyone would believe the same. That we should resist our captors and not turn against one another. I don't trust Kaiser on a personal level. What's with all that hitting on you? Well, I guess he likes me. I think he's joking. I'm not sure why he chose me for it. What makes you think he's making advances on me? Oh, come on. Come on. I think he likes me. I'd consider that one more reason to get out of here. You should keep trying to escape no matter what anyone says. You done talking to everyone? Yes, I've talked to everyone. The sound of that bell reaches us again. The bell the seer used to summon us. I'm getting sick of that sound. We follow the noise as I assume there's no other way to make it stop. At the clearing, we witness his winged form once again. The seer stands on his crooked goat legs, his tail fluttering behind him. He's leaning back as if he was bored. The demon spawn are sons of human mothers, and there is so little about him that appears human. His face is only there to deceive us that this creature could ever give us his companion. This time, more people have gathered around him, but there's still someone missing. I don't see Elos or Kaiser anywhere. I was hoping to speak to all of you for once. Alas, it appears some have gotten lost. He yawns. I may as well begin. By now you have verified I told you the truth. You cannot leave without my permission, and I will not release you until my master has been entertained. You may have also noticed that your supplies of food and water are limited. How unfortunate. It is, you see, because this arena has been designed by an infernal sun. We do not need these rations, so sometimes we forget that your humans do. Consider yourselves lucky that we remembered at all. Wouldn't it be be splendid if you could leave and taste the sweetness of the comforts you are used to. All you need to do is endure your noble companions for 7 days. Or who knows? Perhaps if you eliminate everyone else, we might let you go. Each one of you is such a boring individual on their own. It would be no fun to observe you separately. We will not fall for your demands, monster. Search parties will be sent for us, and your barriers will not detain our rescuers. You overestimate the importance of this band of miscreants, as well as your own value to the crown. Leona, was it? I suggest you look into becoming a Demonheart. Seer wasn't supposed to meddle in our affairs, but he's obviously doing so. Did you just say Leona is not a Demonheart? Maybe it was obvious. Still, how can you ever know something like that, unless you see her rising from the dead with your own eyes? I don't suppose the two of them have a secret alliance that would make him lie for her. He's trying to turn us against the Demonhearts, but they are not our real enemy. Don't listen to him. Don't you wish to know who they are? How would we learn that? Cut everyone you suspect. If their wounds heal within the hour, kill them and dig out their hearts. Do you really think anyone would subject themselves to this? Forget it. I will not let some heavy-handed madman cut me just to sate his curiosity. Whoever these Demonhearts are, they have not harmed anyone. Why are we listening to a demon? So, dear, you know full well why everyone listens to me. I always tell the truth. I am not the real enemy. Listen, I'm good, damn it. You are also well aware that you were wrong. Some here are more than willing to maim and kill. I will do it. I will cut myself to prove my humanity. There is no need to let anyone else touch you, heavy-handed or otherwise. All you need do is make a small injury in your own palm. We are to show our wounds whenever someone asks, to prove they did not heal through the foul demon magic. Everyone watch. Let my act prove that I am proud of my humanity. I am human too. A Demonheart and a human. Leona seems to believe one excludes the other. Removing her glove, she pulls her hand along the blade of the sword. Blood drips from the gash on her palm, and the earth drinks it up. Anyone who wants my trust has to do the same. I'll do it. Ron, don't! This only drives a wedge between all of us! I have to. No one here thinks I'm a Demonheart anyway, right? I agree, Rislin. Don't cut yourselves. It doesn't even matter. Comrade Leona and I must work together to maintain peace, but she will not cooperate with a Demonheart. This is what it takes to earn her trust. I'll do it. Ron looks at Leona as if waiting for a final confirmation. A sign that she still doesn't believe him and demands to see his blood. The woman merely watches him in cold anticipation. Ron takes off one of his gloves and repeats Leona's actions, cutting his palm on the edge of his sword. Our blood drips upon the thirsty earth. Vita, Jania, and I watch in horror as the two soldiers hold out their bleeding hands for all to see. Bane doesn't appear shaken by the soldier's actions. He seems more interested in watching Jania. Doesn't frown at her like he does at everyone else. All the while, the perverted seer must be enjoying himself. There's no way I'm cutting myself, you depraved lunatics! I feel I should say or do something to draw suspicion away from myself, because my wound would heal, but I don't know what to do. What's supposed to happen if one is a Demonheart? I think Jania is rather suspicious. If you refuse to do it, we'll consider you a Demonheart. There must be another way. We refuse to take your test. I don't know. I really don't know. What's supposed to happen if one is a Demonheart? I know what's it. Okay. There must be another way. Why do we need to do this? The Demonhearts are vile murderers! We should identify ourselves as soon as possible so we can protect those worthy of protection. They're not necessarily murderers. There are other ways to become... My duty is to protect the innocent. That does not include those with the demon's heart. I don't know about your duty, royal soldier, but I will not join your insane blood clan. Vida clings to my arm, drawing closer to me as if she wanted to disappear from this gruesome place. Very well. Comrade Ron, we are numbered by heretics. Therefore, trust no one. It's all right. We're all friends here. Even Rislin, who's supposed to be on our side, refuses to take the test. I won't do it. It disturbs me. Bluff. I'll do it. Wait, what about Elos and Kaisar? They're the most... No. I won't do it. It disturbs me. Do not be fooled, sweet Rislin. Cut yourself. Gain the protection of these two fine warriors. How ironic would it be if they barbarically slaughtered you in the night, merely to confirm your purity? Why is he helping me? I have no patience for your indecisiveness. To me, you are not a reliable soldier, or you would have offered your flesh and blood first. You shall never advance to the ranks of true law protectors. Now this means Leona is not suspecting me. Ron, join me in patrolling the village. We should keep watch over each other. Ron stares at me pensive. In the end, he nods and joins Leona. Did he lose faith in me? Or does he think that by following Leona, he will help maintain the peace? You come with me, witch. Bane grabs Jania's wrist. Vida opens her mouth to defend her, but then she sees Jania blushing and smiling. She doesn't seem afraid that Bane will just take her hand and slice it open. When those two walk away, Vida sighs in relief. Then her gaze falls on the seer. He's still here, watching us. My master complains that I've helped you and turned the tide of this trial. She is sneaky, I tell you. She would have managed even without my intervention. I only did it because they were all ignoring me. Nice job you did, making everyone paranoid. Thank you, Seer, for confirming to everyone I am not a Demonheart. There you go. Are you talking it to your master? It's a pleasure to save such an adorable klutz from getting needlessly slaughtered. It was a wise decision to let those fools cut themselves. Watch and learn. Hopefully you can leave this arena stronger than you entered. What are you saying? Knowing one's enemy is half the victory. Still, you should watch out. Those who started with pure hearts may have an advantage. They may prove their humanity one day, only to execute their murderous plans the next. Very funny. Whose side are you on anyways? He's not on anybody's side, actually. Why are you talking as if we were at war? I will heed your advice, my wise and mighties. Wise and mighties here, no. Why are you talking as if we were at war? You could keep the peace, but that would bore my master to death, and he can't even die. Imagine how tremendously boring that would be. What do you really want? Some of us infernal sons have an intense interest in our human cousins, the Demonhearts. I personally always wanted to have one for myself as a pet, you could say. In fact, I used to, but, well, they are short-lived, just like the felines. What? Oh, I didn't have to kidnap that one. She followed me willingly. Imagine the devotion. She even broke into my infernal lair, the inquisitive thing. Rest assured, though, my master and I did not abduct you out of an obsessive admiration. I will not play favorites. I shall simply observe and guide. Oh, man. Okay. You still help me. Is it true you can sense demonic hearts just by having them in front of you? I'd feel better if you disappeared. We could do without your guidance, goat boy. Okay. I think... Yeah, this is a good one. You could do without without your guidance. Okay, we're doing that one. Ah, yes, I am here to do all the dirty work and take the insults while Master enjoys himself in Inferno. I've given you more of my favor than you perhaps deserve. Now I must retire. The demon spawn chants words in a strange tongue and disappears in a puff of smoke. This is madness. I can't allow these insane hunters to... I can't stay here. You come with me. I'll go anywhere with you. No. Well, I certainly wouldn't stick around any of these others. Decide to follow her to see what she does, of course. Yeah, let's see what she does. We stride through the bleak village. Vita gestures for me to stick to the shadows by the walls and points out other hiding places, opting for dark pathways when possible. We don't talk much as we walk, but I feel her tension. When we reach the river, she suddenly stops and stares ahead. At first, it looks like she is lost in thought. Then I see that determination in her eyes. She must have noticed something on the other side of the riverbank. There might be a passage there we haven't seen before. Through the rocks? Even if there is, it would be a cave. I think. I don't know. Some caves lead to the other side of the mountain. Let's explore it. Feel a chill in the air, but this is no time to hesitate. We enter the frigid waters. As soon as my feet touch the rocky bottom, I shiver from the cold. I take a deep breath and force myself to swim forward, my body quickly numbing to the sensation. I feel the current pulling at me as I try to push forward. Vita and I kick harder, determined to make it to the other side and find an escape from this cursed place. I drag my wet feet toward the place where Vita showed me. Indeed, there is an opening, a potential passageway into the mountain. It is narrow and dark. Vita spotted this cave from a distance and through the cover of plants. Her eyesight must be excellent. It looks pretty rough, but I bet we can squeeze through. At first sight, it's unclear how much space there is inside. You could crawl through, but will there be a dead end? If freedom awaits on the other side, we need to explore this passage, for everyone's sake. It sure is dark. Some would call it reckless, but I think we should give it a shot. Noise across the river stirs us. It's Leona patrolling the area. She might have seemed a likable person at one point, but she turned it all around when she spoke her mind about Demonhearts. Between staying here with her and entering that dark hole... Yep, we're going in the dark hole. Vita is already rushing in, slipping expertly between the rocks, so I follow her. The cave is narrow and appears long. The air is hot and humid, and it gets hotter as we crawl through. What is this? Barely breathe. Taking deep breaths, I try to calm down. The passageway gets a little wider, but Vita stops in front of me. Then I see it. The source of this heat. How is this possible? When we entered the cave, I was prepared for danger. Usually my demonic heart is enough to protect me from anything. What happens, I would recover. It might take hours, but I am able to do even foolish things others wouldn't dare to do. Yet there are exceptions. This lake of lava is one of them. It is said that burn wounds on Demonhearts are permanent. Any disfigurement or destruction of body parts by fire or acid would never regenerate. It's so strange and terrifying that so close to this small, abandoned settlement, we would have this fiery pit. Feels less and less like a coincidence that the seer and his sadistic master chose to bring us to this place. It's a bridge. The cave continues on the other side. We have to explore it. It might be our exit. This chamber has to be the most dangerous thing I've seen since our arrival. Slipping and falling would mean final death. It's wide enough to walk. Just watch your step. With shaking steps, I follow Vita. She carefully chooses where to place her feet, walking more slowly than usual, but the bridge appears stable. We kick a few small stones sideways as we walk. I watch them fall into the lava and disappear. Sweating, we continue placing one foot in front of the other. Until, in relief, I realized we've reached the other side. Why don't you just get out? You know what? If that was me, I'd be on my hands and knees crawling. Totally. Another passageway lies ahead of us, and the air is getting refreshingly colder. There is a draft. Air flows freely here. There might indeed be a passage to the other side of the mountain. We enter another cavern where water has made its way in, forming a small pool. I wonder if it came from the river outside. A large crystal pillar dominates the area. Vita ignores the crystal, rushing toward the opening on the other side. Indeed, there is more to this cave. The hole in the wall is rather small. Vita kneels and tries to squeeze her head through, but it's a hopeless struggle. Ugh! Air and water can flow in and out, but Vita and I can't go any further. The passageway is too narrow. It's a dead end. Cross that fiery lake for nothing. A familiar voice fills the chamber. Congratulations! You have wandered somewhere you were not supposed to. Fear not, for we've anticipated your actions and covered for this eventuality. Your punishment arrives. This should not be very difficult for you, Demonhearts. Both of us? Gasp! From the depths of the cave, something crawls towards us. Something that presumably can squeeze through the narrow opening. Oh no. Toward us floats a dark monster with glowing eyes and many tentacles. What is that? Can't run away. Rushing over the lake of fire would be even more foolish than dying to this monster. It's not going to eat my heart, is it? A wave of fear spreads through me. You shall face the true form of your demonic hearts. This is the trial of the cave. The monster slams at us with its tentacles. We both jump to the same side and avoid its first attack. It stumbles, pulling its tentacles back from the ground. I think it wants to grab us, but to what end? We'd be better off never discovering that. Its second attack is a lash of its tentacles aimed at me alone, like a whip. I jump to the side to dodge it. My heart races and I feel nauseated. Vita grabs my hand. On my mark, attack! I draw my sword and attack as one with Vita. The monster isn't quick enough to dodge us, but our weapons bounce off its hide. Slash one of its eyes! The beast's tentacles swing wildly, splashing water and sending rocks flying around us. It mustn't fail now. I aim for its disgusting eye. My sword connects with one of the monster's eyes, and Vita's dagger pierces the other. With a shriek, those red eyes burst open. Blood splatters everywhere. The monster falls backward until its tentacles reach the ground. Then it stumbles toward the lava chamber. Let's go after it! Vita rushes to attack again, driving the creature toward the fire. No eyes to see, the enemy is on the brink of defeat. Waiting before Vita's attacks. Wait. It falls into the lake of fire. Hissing and burning sounds fill the hot air. Vita stands at the edge of the fiery lake, clutching her arms. It wasn't an escape. It was another one of the Sears games. Yeah, pretty much. Hold on. Plus, I need to get a sip of water because my throat's starting to hurt. I hope this chapter is over soon. Okay, that's better. Just so much reading. It makes my throat dry. Okay. Yeah. And to make things worse, I'll have to wash this without anyone noticing. Hold on, my ear's floppy again. Okay. Blood is running down her arm. Oh, I see. So it's true. Vita is a Demonheart like me. Suddenly we hear the dull sound of metal hitting rocks from the tunnel leading outside. In her full armor, Leona managed to crawl her way into the cavern. Throwing a bitter look at the bridge and the fiery lake, she walks over with determination. What did you find? Vita attempts to hide or scratch under her cloak, but in the fire's light it does not escape Leona. You fought someone. Or was it each other? This is the monster's blood. Your flesh is torn. She takes hold of Vita's arm. Vita freezes and looks up at the other woman sheepishly. Leona, I don't think that's gonna work. Demonhearts are not our enemy. Consider pushing Leona into the fire. I'm thinking about it, but no, we have to stay together. If we start picking each other off, this is gonna be bad. Alright, Leona, Demonhearts. But if I say that, she's gonna think I'm a Demonheart, so stop obsessing over Demonhearts already. You already know what I think of you for siding with the creatures, Rislin. It's hopeless. I don't know which monster I'd rather die to. Those that dwell in here, the one holding my arm. With your behavior, it is simply clear. I know! Stop! I'm not gonna. I don't need them to know that. I am a Demonheart. Sooner or later you will see my arm healed. It's not my fault. In Suntown, there's a cursed cave from which wolves emerge to attack the farmers and their animals. Deep within this cave are the remains of a demon. Long ago, someone opened a portal to Inferno, and when a large demon stuck its head through, they closed the gate, beheading it. Now only bones remain, but it said someone ate the flesh off the thing. The cave is inhabited by wolves. My friends and I hunted some of them and ate them. I noticed one of the wolves had a heart darker than the others. As a joke, I ate some of it. It was a mistake. I didn't murder anyone. I was young and foolish. I didn't know what I was doing. So, you were hunting wild animals alongside a group of wretched bandits, and celebrated by devouring the beast's organs and drinking their blood. Attracting this dark fate was entirely your own responsibility, assuming you were telling the truth in the first place. Shut up! Don't whisper it was Chudah! Stop it! I've never bothered anyone with my Demonheart powers. No one even knew before today. There's no point in some great hunt on me. Please, Leona, I am not the type of criminal you're after. I am not interested in classifying criminals into slightly different categories. The only righteous course of action is to arrest you, Vita. That is the lawful way of dealing with your ilk. Now, I am not thrilled with the thought of turning our stay in this village into chaos and agony. I do believe help is on its way. I will not insist on any official arrest until we are rescued. This place resembles a prison at any rate. Come, and let us consider what sleeping arrangements are permissible for tonight, given this new information. You should not have tried to hide your nature from me. As the three of us crawl through the narrow tunnel toward the river, I feel hesitation in Vita's steps. Unlike the time when we entered the cave, there is no hope or enthusiasm. She wishes to be neither here nor outside, but she has no choice. At least she did not reveal my secret to Leona. I wonder if she realized the seer called us both Demonhearts. The night has come. The sky is overcast with clouds. I wonder when the darkness fell. Cold wind blows across the hillsides, bringing the smell of damp soil and wet grass. Unscathed from the monster, I'm left with an unsettling emptiness. I was lucky it didn't hit me, but I don't feel happy. Swimming across the river, our eyes are drawn to the silhouettes of two figures moving in silent unity, two men taking a walk in the moonlight. The first man, with a strong physique and hair flowing wild and free over his gleaming armor, walks with heavy steps, his head hung low. The other, tall and lanky, with his back casually curved, walks in more deliberate, relaxed pace. This chapter better be over soon, because I'm starting to get tongue-tied. Most strangely, the two men tread in such proximity that they almost look like old friends or confidants. Still, I know that can't be true. These two should not be that close. Comrade Ron, it's fortunate you arrived. So you two finally found each other. Yeah, we've talked. And now, I'll be fine one of these days. Greetings, Leona. You did notice me standing here as well, didn't you? The tall one? No? I'm not merely Ron's shadow. No, not 40. Stop it. It's not 47 hours. Silence, idiot. Great matters are at hand. You feeling well, Rislin? Why is Vita so... We've had a dire revelation. Vita, who stands before us, is one of the Black-Hearted. Truly? How did you figure her out? Take a look at her left arm. If your eyes can penetrate this darkness, you shall see a fast-healing wound. She confessed, but only when cornered with this damning evidence. How did she get injured? That is beyond the point. No, we need to know. Did you beat her up, Leona? Or was it Rislin? Why would Rislin do it, you loathsome fiend? In all seriousness, why did you cross the river, and how did all of this happen? Ah, the eternal question. Why did the chicken and the hounds cross the road? Vita noticed a cave, and we decided to explore it. Okay, that's pretty much right. We tried to escape through the mountain, but all we found was a lava cave. And why did the annoying rat stay on the other side? Oh, jeez. Did you just call me a chicken? No, that's just this one. Yeah. Ah, why wouldn't a Demonheart enter some shady cave? Let her speak. Inside the cave, the seer spoke to us through a crystal, and a monster attacked us. We slayed it, but it wounded Vita. Okay. Tentacled monster appeared, and we fought it. It fell into a lake of lava, not before. Okay, well, that's the same thing, but we saw this. Okay. This one, I think. Why didn't the chicken enter the crockpot? BB10. Inquiring minds want to know. There better be a punchline. Alright. The seer. That demon again. I did not know of this. No, it was not. No. I was not too busy kissing it. Stop it. Although, there's a game where you can romance burbs, right? Like, you can really romance burbs. For real. Of course not. Since all of your attention has been on me, as if I'm the one who abducted us. I encountered these two attempting to conceal the Demonheart's wound. I wasn't trying to conceal anything. Rislin, you should join Comrade Leona and me in our shelter tonight. Hi, kid. Are you scared of Demonhearts? It's not what I said. I'm sure Leona would agree. I have thought about Vita's case, and I will not be entirely without mercy. Let us not inform the others of her state. However, I want her watched. Being that Comrade Ron is the person I trust most, I would not part from him. And since Vita has shown a preference for Rislin's company, I would not separate them either. Unless Kaiser would accept the responsibility. I do not put much trust in you personally, but I would allow you to keep watch over a Demonheart. As if it were no great loss for one of us to die. I'm honored by the extent of your trust in me. But I don't want the responsibility. Good. There's no way I'd agree to that. I want to watch over Listen, I don't want to either. I want to stay with Ron. No, I'm gonna watch over Kaiser. That's definitely the one I gotta do. Hold on. Oh, Chewy's down here again. Oh, he's still down here, and he's flipping over, and he's... I think you are.
Yeah, you've been down here a while.
Well, he's been in this bed.
Yeah.
Watch to watch over Kaisar. Oh, I appreciate your interest, Rislin, but please don't refer to it that way. These fine soldiers might mistake it for an accusation against my person. That is the way she meant it. We are not discussing the librarian, Rislin. Vita needs to be kept under vigilance. Oh, am I still a librarian in good standing? My night just keeps getting better. I am not your prisoner to make deals about who will keep me contained. Leave me alone! Don't let her escape! Ron steps in Vita's way. Forgive me. We have to keep working together to maintain peace. Rislin is the only one I trust. Step any closer and you'll get it! At least I don't think Vita is willing to hurt me. Stay with Vita. Alright, I'll make the sacrifice. No. Okay. Why did you toss it? No. Hold on. He's eating again. He's eating more of that lamb. Oh my god, I'm feeling so much better. Maybe this will be okay. Maybe we'll be alright. I don't know. He goes to the doctor on Thursday. And we're going to talk about his diet. He's getting a nutritionist. Alright. Alright, I will stay with Vita. Fine. I accept. So much has happened today, I can't even. Just take care, Rislin. Don't worry. Only the Demonhearts are in trouble, and that's just Vita. There is no escape from this place, either way. I suggest we all retire for the night. It is not urgent to inform anyone else of what we learned. They might act impulsively, so keep it secret until morning. Leona starts walking away, but turns to wait for Ron. Rislin, I know you'll be safe. Vita, your job is to watch over Rislin, not the other way around. If anything happens to her, you don't want to know what I'll do to you. Ouch. Leave me alone, asshole. I've never done anything against Rislin, and I don't intend to. That's because she has the hots for me. You want lamb chops, too? You would have liked the lamb chops that I actually grilled up for him. They looked super, super juicy. But I didn't have any. Ron walks toward Leona, leaving me with Vita and Kaisar. Well, we all know it. If anything should happen to one of you, it's the other's fault. You got yourself a prize, Vita. Rislin is so irrationally nice. You've got nothing to fear. I wouldn't be so relaxed if I were her, though. What's with the knife? Are you concerned about us? Yeah. Are you concerned? Hi, Chewie. I know. You're getting your appetite back, boo-boo. I don't want anyone to die. I thought you knew that. Things would just turn messy, wouldn't they? But you two are smart girls, so you couldn't possibly be planning something as moronic as murdering your roommate. What about you, Kaisar? You were not there when those idiots did the test of blood, so why do they trust you? Why do you find us Demonheart so hilarious? I'll have you know that as the responsible citizen I am, I did the test of blood right in front of Ron. If you did, and you're not a Demonheart, you should still have the wound. Can you show it to us? My Vita, when did you get so inquisitive? Don't you have compassion for your fellow Demonhearts? Are you going to start a witch hunt on the others now? No, I just thought we could talk in confidence, since you always seem to know too much, and now you know about me, anyway. Oh, do you accept me into your secret club now? That makes me so sad. I'm just a worthless, pure-hearted human, after all, and this is probably the last time you'll talk to me. Ask your friendly city guard, and he'll confirm it for you. I don't feel comfortable stripping in front of strangers. What? Okay, I guess. Oh, he is strip searching. Make sure to ask Ron in the morning, because I find this quite suspicious. He must have found a way to trick Ron. I was sure you were a Demonheart. I'm glad for you, Kaiser. I assume no one will be hunting you. Why is your injury not in a visible place? Yeah, really. I was sure you were a Demonheart. Because he is his neck. Okay, I was sure you were a Demonheart. Do I want to say that one? I don't know. Yeah. Did you have any particular reason to believe that, Rislin, other than disliking my face? Looks like tonight you're all alone once again, Kaiser. Your story doesn't hold water, and pretty much everyone dislikes you. You've lectured us on watching out for each other. Who will respond if you die? After glaring at Vita, Kaiser swiftly pivots on his heel. His suit flares as he storms off, his usual wit-pointed jabs silenced. I didn't mean to sound so harsh. I just thought... Never mind. What's legitimate? You asked a legitimate question. Why can't he say anything he wants to us, but we're not allowed to talk back? Okay, I know you meant well. He'll be fine. You did again. Why did you have to tell him to go and die? You did it again. Alright, he'll be fine. Vita inspects her arm in the moonlight. It appears the wound is healed. Although the blood mostly washed away when we were swimming, she splashes her arm with some more water once again. Vita's gaze wanders, distant and preoccupied. Well, looks like you're cursed to walk the path of thorns. What? He's not dead! What's the path of thorns? Lucky you. Will you be able to sleep tonight? This place they discovered. This time they discovered me. But you could be next. Oh, thank you for keeping my secret. I will be so stupid to get... okay. I wouldn't wish this hell upon anyone. Put all my hopes in that cave. But there's no escape after all. I am so scared of this place. These people. Might all be a lie. What if the Seer's master is a power-hungry hunter who wants to eat all the hearts? What if that person is among us? But if some here are not Demonhearts, why bring them along? What if all of us are Demonhearts, brought to this desolate prison to be killed and eaten one by one? Still, some have proven they are not. Well, it's creepy, Vita. Stop. It's only our second night here. Today we found that secret cave. Tomorrow we might find a way out. Okay, have more faith in the others. We'll get out of this. It wouldn't surprise me if the master was here. It's better not to trust anyone. Okay, I'm just gonna say have more faith. Faith in them? They are the danger. As we approach the old house we will be staying at, I see a small package wrapped in cloth left at the doorstep. Alongside it is a note. God, I'm getting tired, you guys. Vita almost steps on the thing and curses out, so I bend down to pick it up. We retreat into the familiar house. It still has an intact roof, but a cold wind is seeping through the aged windows. Are you sure you should be touching that package? It could be a camouflaged booby trap. I look down at the note that came with the package. Please enjoy these fernwood forest fancies from Jania. Aw, Jania's so nice. I'm not becoming a tire. You enjoy the fancies? Whatever they are. Unwrapping the cloth, I find several baked cookies, smelling fresh and pleasant. Jania must be really good at controlling fire if she can do this in our circumstances. Either that or she's found a house with good baking equipment. Today's events have kept me distracted from the fact that I haven't eaten in a long time. It's true that we Demonhearts can forget about hunger, so can other humans, I suppose. I'ma eat the cookies. I'ma eat them. Yes, cookies. What?
Huh?
In a minute. I grab one of the fernwood forest fancies without thinking much. Even if I don't feel like eating, I'd better not starve myself. The first bite is a surprise. Sweetness mingling with an earthy tang. Surprisingly good. crunching through. It's like a burst of unexpected flavors in the middle of my bad day. Another cookie disappears before I know it. Can't help but appreciate a bit of comfort in this cursed place. My clothes are still wet from crossing the river, but being cold is the least of my concerns. Well, we have peanut butter chocolate chip and oatmeal raisin. But I like the oatmeal raisin. Husband likes the peanut butter chocolate chips. Looks like another storm is coming. We could set up some dishes to collect rainwater. But as Demonhearts, we can manage without. Pretty sure we can last longer than the rest of them. Besides, I'm too tired. I don't feel like going out either, or doing anything else for that matter. Rislin, come sleep in the bed tonight. We can both squeeze in. It's not like I'm too distracted by the recent events to keep listening. It doesn't really matter. I nod and we both start preparing for bed. It's the biggest mistake of my life. Going wolf hunting. I also ate some demon flesh without knowing what it was. Did I? I don't know. I also ate some demon flesh without knowing. Wait. What's the difference? I guess I get to decide my own history, so that's kind of cool. My biggest mistake was meeting a witch. My biggest mistake was, okay, I've done worse. Alright. Okay, so if I lie, then I did eat it knowing what it was. So I want to go that route, but I also ate some flesh without knowing what it was. Okay, so... Alright. And my biggest mistake was me. Okay. Oh, it's the truth. You don't even have not the truth. It's just like I've done worse and that's absolutely the truth. Okay, I think I might go with this one. Stop it. That's just like one too many. No, well, seriously though. I'm gonna do this one just because I like the fact that, you know, maybe I did do it knowing what it was and just wanted to see what happened and now I regret it, like, horribly. But I've thought idiots like us were so common. Okay, so then, unless she's lying, then she's probably telling the truth. I wonder how they gathered us all here. Ida lets out a tired sigh. She puts her hand in mine. I don't trust her. I can barely stand sleeping in the same bed with her, but I guess I should pretend. Oh my god! I don't know. It's like, I don't know if this is gonna mess up my chances with Rat Boy. Or the Rat Man. Or whatever. I actually do kind of feel safer in company, because we're both Demonhearts. We're not gonna be killing each other, right? At least one of us should wake up if someone comes to attack us. I feel the warmth of Vita's body next to mine. The sound of the rain tapping against the roof mixes with her soft breathing. I close my eyes and listen to the sounds, steady and calming. It's strange to share a bed with someone, but in this moment, it feels comforting. Eventually, the sounds of the storm outside lull me into a peaceful slumber, knowing that Vita is right there beside me.